G'day folks, this video is a look at the two devices I've made up to make tapping possible in my small CNC lathes. This is my first device and I must admit it's done a lot of tapping. You can see it's just a pin, a washer, a spring and a device to stop the tap rotating. I just used a slot in the brass bush to stop the thing rotating. That slot has some wear, so I thought I'd try something else for the second device. This O-ring acts as a bit of a buffer for the start and the finish of the tapping cycle. This is what the software looks like for my older analog lathe, and as I scroll through the menu on the right there you can see there's no heading for tapping. The later Hercus software for Windows does have a tapping menu. As you can see here, it's a G84. Now whether that's a standard G-code number, I have no idea. But back in 2020 I thought I'd see if I could make it work in my old machine. And with a fixed collet holder, I didn't do the tap up too tight and it worked. I was pretty amazed because there was no mention of it anywhere in the manual or anything that it could do this. But it does. So I decided some time ago that I really should get off my tail and do something about making a floating tapping head, so to speak, for the old lathe. Here you're looking at the first job that I did with this machine actually tapping a hole. It made 150 parts and they were all great. It's really great not to be dependent on the other machine to be able to do a job that involves tapping. Now the only thing that the old one can't do that the new one will do is actually cut a tapered thread. This is just a block that I've used for gang tooling on this lathe for many years now. But those dowels are a new feature, and you can see here there's no bushing in those holes. The dowels are to stop this steel plate from moving, and the slot in the steel stops the tap rotating. The steel plate can stay in place because the holes are just over the M6 holes that I normally use to hold things like a drill in place. So I can just swap the grub screws and the cap screws over and not lose any screws. I think this is about as simple as it gets. I hope this helps someone sort out a floating tapping head for themselves with just the cost of a ER collet holder. If you're still here, thank you for watching.